So what's interesting is I actually wrote this business plan 12 years ago. 12 years ago, fractional was not a term that was commonly being used. So I had already planned to execute on this business plan. I went away for a long weekend with my wife and became incredibly overwhelmed with the daunting task of building out my collateral, my website, my value proposition, thinking about my social media, thinking about engagement contracts. What was I gonna bill? How was I gonna tee it up with clients? And I came home from this long weekend away with this 800-pound backpack on my, clinging to me. And I got a LinkedIn job alert for fractional VP of sales in Charlotte with Sales Xceleration. I dug into what they were all about, attended the live webinar. Every single concern, every question I had was answered. And it was this ready to go package that all I had to do was turn it on and I could immediately begin to step into that role. Without Sales Xceleration, I would have spent the next 9 months to a year building out all of that collateral, and here it was, just this nice, neat package, which gives me access to every single thing I could possibly need. And the best part, and I'll give you the preface, business ownership is a lonely path. It is not a lonely path with Sales Xceleration because I'm surrounded by incredibly talented people with decades of experience to draw upon. We're not competitors, we're collaborators. They are constantly lifting me up and I'm able to lift them up and encourage them along the way and offer pearls of wisdom to me to help a client. And I get in turn, I get to share nuggets of wisdom with them based on my past experience. When you think about starting a business and you're starting to weigh all of the different investments you're going to have to make with an attorney to build out engagement contracts, with a web developer to build out a website, with there's so many different things that weigh you down. The investment I made with Sales Xceleration was by far the best investment I have ever made in my life, bar none, because everything was done for me. And I could immediately start my advisory practice on day one following training, which is another great point, is the training program that Sales Xceleration puts their advisors through. They don't leave a single stone left unturned. They touch on everything that we need to have in place to be successful. So between the encouragement, the education, the training, and this vast wealth of resources that they make available, that investment is nothing compared to the value that we get out of it. So I'm now in month 10 of my advisory practice. I have 4 active clients today, and I love what I get to do, because this is a get to do chapter in my life, not a have to do, it's a get to do. I'm excited to get out of bed on Monday mornings to get to work with these clients and have impact in their lives. If you're considering Sales Xceleration in this chapter of your life, I would love to talk with you. I'd love to share my experience to date, share some of the best practices that I've come to recognize, and answer any questions you have, because I know there's a lot of questions. There's always a lot of questions, but I want to be an open book for you. So if you have those questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me.